Time for a deck profile.
First one in a long time, I think.
I think so.
Well, this deck, you can probably tell it's science.
It is
Science Dance.
Is that the name of the deck? Science Dance?
Did pretty good on his first debut day. Got second. Only lost against Celestials, which is like, okay, whatever. Stupid Zerakiel.
Stupid Zach.
Shut up. I am insulting myself. I know. Leave me alone.
So, I guess we'll start with how this came to be.
Well, this came to be, what was it, set 7?
I think so.
I'm like, hey, look, animals. They give power to their friends. I like this. I'm going to start building it. Bought like 4 boxes, pulled my 4 Leopolds, pulled 3 Perfect Guards, pulled 3 Binoculus. I'm set. Then sadly, I had to get rid of the Binoculus for other things. But I held on those Leopolds. I still have them. Well, it all began when animals first started looking up at the stars, and they knew they were destined for greatness.
The telescopic rabbit. What does this card even do?
Counterblast, rest this unit, give plus 4,000 to a Great Nature rearguard, and then retire it at end of turn.
That's not bad.
No. He usually doesn't go off until after I've broke ride. He just sits there boosting.
Trigger lineup. What do we have here?
8 crit, 4 stand, and 4 heal.
Interesting.
The stands will be explained later. Most people are like, wait, why do you run stands? Those are stupid in this deck. No, they're not. They're relevant.
Alright, grade 1s.
2 Silver Wolves,
Star
just
Wolf.
for those random occasions where I ride him first turn. Or just he can boost the Vanguard.
It's like your idol.
4 Mouse, Jerry. Because he is relevant. Rest him, give plus 4,000 to a rear guard, but it dies at end of turn. It's really good because I make things be numbers with him. Dr. LeQuack for those extra draws. Dr. LeQuack. And then 4 Perfect Guards. Those sheep.
Okay, let's see. He's like the hardest perfect guard for us to get multiples of.
No, that's Gus Jin.
Okay, second more hardest one. It's not as easy as Twin Blader, is what I'm saying.
Don't get me started on that. Or Chocolat.
Chocolate.
Okay, grade 2s. Your 4 Camels. The cards that people really give me the middle finger to. Because I keep just standing him back up. Be like, hey, guess what? You're going to give me that free draw. And they're like, no. And it's their turn. They'll go after it. They'll ignore my Vanguard. They'll go after the Camel.
Yep.
Be like, what do you have against the 50-cent Counterblast 2 draw 1? 50 cents.
Its art is cool. That's what they have against it.
Well, also he's giving out drugs.
It's true. That's why you see fairies when you look at the card.
They're like, hey, wait, we want some drugs. Wait for us.
Could I borrow a cup of drugs?
Then you got your 3 Binoculus. Oh god, these things are annoying to get.
Yeah. I remember that taking a while.
Yeah. Good thing I got 2 of them with store credit. Freaking, when it attacks the Vanguard, either while it's the Vanguard or rear guard, give plus 4,000 to a rear guard Great Nature, and it dies at the end of the turn. Which also is relevant for the stands. Because, hey, guess what? It's our attack first. Give plus 4,000 to the other column, it's going to attack last. Stand trigger. Well, I'm going to stand Binoculus back up. Attack again, give plus another 4,000. Hey, guess what? My column just got an easy 8,000. Then you have your 10K vanilla. You have your big fat pandas. Panda Express. Because 10K vanillas are relevant.
Fire Panda.
Hey, you get plus 4,000, 2 times plus 4,000 of that. Hey, guess what? I hit cross rides by myself for 10K block.
This is true.
And then the most important things of all, the grade 3s.
Chatty Cat.
Cat? Oh god, when I read this card. Break ride plus 10,000 to the van. And then whenever, and I mean whenever a rear guard attacks, you give plus 4,000 to a rear guard. It can be either itself or another. And then at the end of the turn, the card dies and draw a card equal to the number of rear guards that attacked. So yeah, stand triggers, guess what? Right off the bat, you break ride, you are already drawing 2 cards. You stand trigger, well, Now you're drawing 3. He played a Doctor Quack that turn. Well, guess what? Here's another one right on top of that.
Quack. That's a great name for him.
And then my only reverse unit I will ever use, Leopold Rivas.
Leopard reverse. I know it's Leopold. It's just funny to call him Leopard.
Well, he is a leopard. Friggin' lock 1 unit, give the front row plus 4,000 each. And then they die at the end of the turn and they get revived. So, yeah. Basically, my setup would be Quack, Leopold Reverse, Binoculus, Mouse, Bunny, and then a Camel. I'll Break Ride, Rest 1, Power to the Binoculus, Rest the Cat, Rest the Bunny, Counterblast for it, Power to the Camel. Limit Break, lock the Mouse, Power. Binoculus is attacking for 17 now. Break Right activates, gives plus 4,000 to itself. Now it's attacking for 21. His skill now goes off, gives plus 4,000 to the Camel. Attack with the center lane. Hey, look, stand trigger. Stand up the Binoculus, plus 5,000. Attack again, plus 4,000 to itself. Hey, guess what? You better start dropping them 15k guards. Because otherwise, I'm just going to be swinging at you for huge numbers. I think once I got the Panda by himself up to a 30,000 by himself. And it's like, attack for game with the big fat panda? They're like, oh, guard. Make Panda for the win. I win. This set 13 really helped Great Nature out because it gave them a Break Ride to actually start hitting for numbers, and then the reverse to hit even for more numbers. So this deck I'm really happy about, and it was worth the wait. Even though, like, I think it was the last 4 days before the set came out. I'm like, hurry up.
It does look like it's definitely a fun deck.
It is a fun deck. Maybe we'll see more play maybe later this week. Maybe.
If you guys are willing to look at possible other things you could do with the deck if you at home want to build something like it. If 8 crit doesn't do your fancy, you can always make it either 6 crit 6 stand or even 4 crit 8 stand. Go all crits if you just really like crits, all stands if you really like stands. I know this deck is one of those decks where you can really go either way with them, which is really the case with a lot of decks that have a lot of power rear guards, because you can either just focus on beating in face with your huge columns, or you can focus on having those big columns hit multiple times.
Yeah.
Just like Dayusha Rivas.
And make sure with this deck you remember what got plus 4,000 and how many times. Because there will come those times when you will forget. Be like, wait, how many times did I power up this unit?
If they allowed it, Pokemon counters would be useful for this.
I use dice.
Yep, that would work too. Just wish the Bushi Road would let you do it.
Well,
Like,
with dice or
but
just any kind of counter.
In bigger, in bigger tournaments that are hosted by Bushi Road, especially if you go to Nats, they will specifically tell you to clear the table of anything that's not your deck.
Well, luckily I've gotten so used to this deck I'm actually able to keep track myself. At first I was like, nope. But that's science for you.
It is science, all right. All in all, it's a pretty okay deck. If nothing else, it'll be really good and fun to use until 15 anyway.
Oh god, when 15 comes out.
Omega game becomes
then this deck will just be automatically shut down. Like that's the Link Joker.
It's not as bad as Dayusha. Well, I've used my thing to counterblast 1 and lock 2 rear guards, do my big play on you. Well, then he Omega locks.
Right.
You're guys.
Yeah.
If that's how it even works. I think that's how it works. Either way, I don't know.
Well, he would have to lock your rear guards first before he could go Omega.
I thought Omega was something along the lines of, if your opponent has lock cards at the end of their turn, you can counterblast 1 to keep them locked.
I can check real quick. I don't think it works like that. I think it's during your turn. If your opponent has a locked card.
I don't even remember.
Because if you remember from the
I really don't remember from the anime. Season 3, I lost so much interest in.
I actually kept track a lot just because I'm like, okay, these are good episodes. Let me check. I'm actually on it right now. Click Omega. The one Link Joker I was gonna make, nah. Link Joker is not my thing.
It's neither are things.
Here it is.
Link Joker player's not here.
Here it is. Limit break 4. Counterblast 1. Choose one card with reverse and the card name from your hand and discard it. All of your opponent's locked cards cannot be unlocked during your opponent's next end phase. When a unit with reverse in its card name is placed on the rear guard, choose one of your opponent's rear guards and lock it.
Yeah, so they during your end phase they can't be unlocked.
Yeah, but they have to activate it. It's during their turn.
Yeah, they have to activate it, but anything that gets locked can't
anything
be
that they lock.
No, it's just said anything that can't.
Yeah, no, it says act.
Yeah, it's act skill, but it says anything that's locked on your opponent's field can't be unlocked.
But during your turn, you're already locking them yourself, and then during your end phase, they unlock. It's the ones that are currently locked.
I don't think it said currently locked, did it?
Yeah. All of your opponent's locked cards.
Yeah, just says locked cards, so anything that gets locked stays locked at the end of the turn.
I don't know, I'm sure they'll make a ruling on it. No, they actually have rulings for it. No, that's only on. It's called an Omega lock. Prevents your opponent from unlocking during their end phase. Even if it is locked by their own card's effect.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Screw you, Omega.
Yeah, I remember something about that being addressed when we were playing against them before Elliot and I. So I was like, that's not gonna be fun for Dayusha since he has to lock 2 to do his thing.
Yeah. I have to lock 1. Don't worry, I won't be playing this when that comes out. I will be playing my Shadow Paladins, good sir.
Paladins are so fun.
I'll be playing my Mordred Dragon.
Probably gonna be vague by that point. At that point, I assume we'll have 4, and I'll be like, well, may as well do it. So.
Set 15 is gonna be another probably 4 boxes to order.
Probably. So much stuff that we have to get.
Dude, you won't care if you're playing. If anyone's playing Rebirth, they go against Genesis. I don't give a care. Yeah. Lock my rear guards.
I'm personally looking forward to Holy Shine Dragon. I think it was its name. That's the one that lets you break ride multiple times.
Yep.
Well, till next time, everybody.
Yep.
Stay sciencey.